Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back in my automation testing channel. So I am very appreciative to everyone who has gone through my videos and provided some wonderful and very valuable suggestions. So I always uh, want to understand your comments part, and accordingly I always try to do it in my best level. So let's continue of the today's session, and this is a again we are talking about TestNG framework. So today we are going to be talking about some best feature of the TestNG so that you can do automation very frequently and meaningful way. So in this part we will discuss about assertions. So what is assertions? So assertion is basically this is a method of the assert class. This is a wonderful feature under the TestNG framework. If you are install TestNG plugin with your Eclipse, then you can see the assert methods. There are multiple assert methods are called out by the TestNG. So first of all, if not install TestNG now, you please go and install TestNG first to the either marketplace or install with new. I will show you in the practically how to install and how to configure TestNG with your Eclipse. If you are beginner, then it's very helpful to you understand. If you are professional, already use TestNG, this is good for you to understand. The next session name is assertions. In the assertions, basically this is applications. It is a if you are going to a matching of your expected and actual result in the test cases execution, then assertions method would be very helpful to you to validate your test steps. Assertions we also call the hard assertions. Okay, and there are two type of assertions: first hard assertions and second soft assertions. I will tell you all the detailing part, what is the hard assertion and soft assertions. Okay, but in the time of movement you just understand the soft assertions means if your test cases are getting failed at any time of movement, then the next script will not be hold or not be aborted. This will be continue to verify of the next test cases whatever listed out in your TestNG framework. And at the opposite side, hard assertions means if your test cases are got fail at any moment, then you stop the executions, the test cases will be aborted, and then it will come out from the framework with the result. So both type of assertions are their own capability, their own benefits. So we will discuss here for the hard assertions first. So there are multiple methods we can cover here. First assert equals, then assert not equals, assert true, assert false, assert null, assert not null. This is all the method you can utilize in your script under the TestNG framework. Then your script will have more valuable, and then you are able to understand what reason behind this case are getting failed. So after failure, then you will get the log file into the console, or you can store into your system to understand what the reason behind the failure of the test cases. So guys, continue with me. I will show you the detail of the TestNG in the practical manner. So let's continue. First, you need to go to the help menu, and under the help content, then you need to go to the Eclipse Marketplaces. In the Eclipse Marketplaces, then you can typing what you required, any a library file, I mean jar file with your Eclipse. So you can typing over here. So it is taking some time because this is completely based on the system network. See, I'm typing here TestNG. and simply you can click on the go button. Then you can see that option will be available very shortly, and that option you just need to be the follow the instructions, and then the particular plugin will be installed with your Eclipse environment easily. So I am closing now. I have installed. See, you can see the TestNG for Eclipse. So you can directly click on that install, because in this it is showing installed, because already installed in my machine. So if your machine is completely fresh, then if you're going to the first time, then it will showing as a install button. Then you need to follow the instructions. Then the particular Eclipse TestNG Eclipse plugin will be installed in your Eclipse environment easily. Now, second option, that if you want to install in other way, like you need to go to install new software in the tool in this particular option, you go and type this command. This is URL you need to copy paste here, and immediately you can see the name of that particular plugin, TestNG. You just need to select and go to next. So after following the instruction, then the particular plugins again it will come to your local machine. But you can use only any one option out of the both option. All option it's very easy to configurations, so you can do it. Now, how to ensure that the TestNG is properly configuration with your Eclipse? So on that case, to just verification perspective, you just need to go to the click on the Windows and go to the preferences, and then you can check in the left panel under preferences. Then you can see the TestNG is there. Means TestNG has been successfully configured with your Eclipse environment. Now the environment all setup is ready to go with the TestNG framework. So friends, congratulations, you learned to the installations and configuration of the TestNG with your Eclipse. So let's start with simple programming. So I already prepared for you a very simple programming to just understanding the annotation. Okay. So by the way, you have learned annotations in multiple places in multiple ways, but I tell you a very simple statement, a very simple language, and so that I'm trying to pull some very specific and very simple example in front of you, so that you can understand very easily and quickly. So guys, you can see I am using the annotation name is at test. This is a annotation you can apply for your test cases. So if you have even 10 or 20 or even 100 of test cases, then every test cases is looks independently. Then you can apply the test annotations. This is very important. The compiler will understand if you apply the test annotation, that particular method will be executed only. If you not apply the test annotation, this particular method will not be executed. This will be skipped by the compiler. Let's see one example. Already I prepare one example for you. See the test annotation we are applying, and we are writing the method verifying setup, and we simply print TestNG setup is showing fine. Another method I already prepared without annotation. Okay. So simply you can go to run to see the result. Simply if you want to run the TestNG scripts, and then you simply right click, go to run as, and select TestNG test, or you can directly go and run of this particular menu bar. So you can see the result that it is run 1 failure 0, and the printing result is TestNG setup is working fine. Means the second method has not executed. Why? Because we are not applied the test annotation. That's it. Now second, all the annotation whatever applied into the TestNG framework, I am pulling all the annotation over here at one place to understand the sequence. So guys, I will also paste it into your if you want the test script, I will give it to you. So please write all your thoughts process in your comment box, then I will try to copy and paste at your place so that you can do and practice. Okay, so here you can see the test annotation. There we are taking two test cases, test and test. The number of annotation test is equal to the number of test cases. You need to understand all this point. And rather than other annotation like before method, it will use to execute before every test method. This is a test method. There are two test methods. Then this will execute. Before that, it will execute. This will execute first, then this one, then this one again, then this one. Means before test method will go and execute with every tagged at test. Hoping I am clear to you. If any problem to understand, if you have some query, you can quickly write in comment box and show your show your understanding about that, so that I can understand that you guys are understanding what I am stating. This is perfectly fine, and the particular understanding process is correct. So please let me know through the comment box. Thanks a lot. So this is all the introduction over here. Now in the TestNG framework, we can prioritize our test cases with the help of priority keyword. Let's see. I bring up some example also for you guys. So you can see the priorities. It's very simple. Priority 1, priority 2, priority 3, whatever. So it will execute sequentially based on priority, respective to the placing. Anywhere you can write it down the script at any order. If you put the priority 0, 1, the compiler will understand if priority is equal to 0 means it will go to execute first 0, then 1, then 2 in the sequentially manner. Correct? So you can see in the example, I'm preparing one class is named TestNG priority. Under the class, we are calling out the test annotation. Under test annotation, I am passing the parameter priority is equal to 1, priority is equal to true, 2, and only test and test. Priority 1 here. So you can see there are two priority 1. Okay. Priority 1, this is set TC. Okay, this is a little bit I think you need to understand first the priority. Otherwise, I can show you a very simple example. Let's say this example might be the previous was some little bit lengthy for you. So I want to give you a very simple. So this is test priority 0. 0 means it will go to open the browser with the help of this particular syntax, and then prior to 1 we are mentioning out the closing Google Chrome button. Simply we are call out driver.close method. Okay, this is method name of the WebDriver. Okay, now go and execute. See the result. Then you can understand better way. So priority wise we can categorization of our test cases. Guys, the TestNG is purely based on the manual test cases. Whatever you are executing in the manual, the same approach you can follow under the TestNG framework in the Selenium and Java environment. Okay, so you don't bother about that. If you have any questions, if you want to learn Java, if you want to learn more Selenium, then please feel free to contact me. I am available. I am also planning out to start one batch from the purely from zero level, means purely from basic level understanding is very important to learn, or it's without understanding the basic level you can't achieve your expertise level. So I'm going to start a session have with the first Java programming languages, then move to the Selenium slowly. So it will be classes around 1 month it will do it. So please, if you're interested, please ping to me separately. Okay, you can see here after launching the browser, you can see priority 2 is closed and priority 2 is open. Okay, 2 test cases has got passed. So it will go first to launching the browser, then closing browser. You can see the sequence. Okay, so first launching the browser because we have priority set is equal to 0. This is the first priority, this is second priority. Accordingly, you can arrange this priority of your script as per requirement. Other part, we are calling out about some validation. Okay, very first discussion about that. This particular session is purely designed for the assertion based. Okay, assertions means if you are validate your test script. I mean, if you are to validate of your test cases in terms of expected and actual, then you can validate with the help of assertion class. The assertion will work if you have the TestNG in mind. So please note that. So let's move to assertion test. So I have already prepared one test script for you for understanding perspective. So you can see I'm calling one class under the WebDriver. I have created one instances of the WebDriver, and we apply one test annotations to execute of this particular test method. And this test method we are saying first we are setting the property. We are just configuration of the Chrome driver so that it will launch Chrome driver first, then navigate to the URL, and we are capturing the title of that particular URL. After launching the browser, then navigate to the URL, then it will navigate to the title pages. The title we are storing under the actual title variable. Okay, this is a title, whatever real-time executions, then we will get the actual title, and then also we will have the expected titles from the document, or you can say the BRD, business requirement document. This document I think every tester have, because this is the actual document what the client are want, what the actual result client are looking. So that result we have to match from the applications. So to just check the applications is working fine or not, because if result is matching with the expected, means test will be passed, and we can deliver to the particular test cases to the further level of the testing. So we are doing simple thing. We are call out here one assert equal method. So in the method are passing the two parameter, basically expected and actual. If the expected and actual match, then result will be passed, otherwise it will flag the fail. Okay, let's execute of this program. Go run as TestNG. So you can see the browser has been launched, and navigate to the URL what I passed through the Selenium script, and then our script will pick the title and storing the title into the one variable. See, title is the Selenium download. This is the actual title whatever showing by the system. The title already we had captured out in the script, and same title you can show, and the result is passed because the expected result is perfectly matched with the actual result is matched with the expected result. That's the reason the test case would get passed. So there are multiple assertion method. You can say assert equals, assert true, assert not true, assert not null, assert and assert not null, like that. You can see all the method over here at one go if you want to see the methods. See, if you dot, then you can get the method assert equals, assert in the equal you can see all the parameter over here. So this is a help matter, you can do it at your side. This is the best practice. If you are understanding all that particular methods, all the static method you can see. Assert not null, assert not same. There are multiple methods, but whatever method you can utilize for the scripting purpose of your requirement purpose, then you can utilize. It's not necessary you can use all the methods. Okay, fine. So this is basically a session. So friends, this is good for today's session. We will continue with some different topics in the next session. Please write and comment to what you understand them level. If you have any issues, if you have query, then write to me. And please do not forget of the like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.